Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be going over all the, I'm going to probably put confirmed in the title, although it's like pretty highly confirmed. We have some really good stuff going on throughout this week. We have a lot of very overdue places too as well. We have some good stock movement, we have some walk-ins, we have a bunch of little random small stuff that we've been talking about throughout the weekend, throughout the past week, and stuff we'll be watching all throughout this week too as well. Now, I will probably go and say this should be a nice, at least bare minimum, mid-tier restocking week, and as well, it should be overall hopefully going to be good for a lot of you guys out there too as well. So a lot of stuff to go talk about, a lot of stuff to go cover, and as well, we also have a lot of really big leaks and rumors and everything else too when it comes to just gaming as a whole. So we also have a lot of stuff going on throughout this week in terms of normal videos. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, both for restocks as well, all the other various stuff too. On top of that, we have the Twitter and Twitch stream as well down below. We have the Twitter and, like I was about to say, what is about to say the same thing, but Twitter and Twitch stream down below. Always do the tweets just for casual stuff. A bit more on the quarter side for Twitter, but I'll try my best to get back in the groove of that soon. Twitch has been hanging out, chilling, playing video games and all that. Amazon links as well if you guys want to keep on checking for the PS5 Digital, all that good stuff. And the Weeble, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, get a bunch of free stock in there, free money. Leave a like if you guys found this video helpful, and as well, I hope all of you guys go and get your consoles all throughout this week. So, as I mentioned, as per usual, we did go cover up a lot of stuff on the day-to-day video, so just in case anything randomly happens as I'm making this video, uploading this video, and all that good stuff, don't mind that. Hopefully, like the day-to-day video is basically able to go and cover you guys up until then. So, let's go first and foremost talk about the mostly, like, I always hate when I say the word confirm. But I'm going to probably say like a nice very high upper 90s, extremely high chance where if it doesn't drop, I'll probably end up giving another PS5 giveaway out or something. That's just how likely I am for me to go and have this drop happening, which is on the first and foremost Target side. So as you guys have probably been watching throughout the past like 2 weeks, we've been a little bit more on the especially big grime when it comes to the Target watch. So Target itself has been sitting on stock. Employees have confirmed there is stock. We have stock in the back rooms. We've had people walking into stores themselves confirming that stock is there. We've also reached out and talked to our own Target contacts, and we also have seen that stock is confirmed physically there. So pretty much everything is going pretty good when it comes to Target. All the preemptives are there. We were kind of expecting as of last week. We were even watching a little bit more closely on like say Friday and Thursday. Wednesday we're kind of middle on that side. So with all of that going on, I'm probably gonna, I don't want to say confirmed, like I thought I might put in the title, but when it comes to this drop, like I will be so genuinely concerned if it doesn't restock throughout this week. And like I said, I'm so convinced on it just based on the time, based on the stock, based on all the other various, like pretty much everywhere throughout the state has stock. And we'll maybe give you guys more updates throughout today if anything pops on up, or maybe if even more stock shows up or anything like that. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We'll keep you guys in the loop the best we can. But as we're watching for stuff, we'll let you guys know. Maybe even PlayStation 5 Digitals is a little bit on the overdue side too as well. So, when it comes to all this stuff, I would say very likely, very likely, to the point where Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I myself might even be trying to stay up early, or as well would maybe incentivize you guys too. As you guys usually know, Target itself does usually drop at 6 a.m. Central to between the 7 a.m. Central, depending give or take. Add 1 hour for EST, minus 1 hour for Mountain, minus 2 hours for PST. So with all that stock flowing around, we probably expect the drop happening Wednesday, Thursday, Friday throughout this week. Be on the lookout for it. PS5 Digital is probably going to drop at the same time. We did also see PS5 Digitals even over at Amazon. So it's like, why would Amazon get it and all the other big retailers wouldn't? So we'll at least probably see at least a little baby drop. Same thing too is when it comes to GameStop. We also saw PS5 Digital, so that does bump up the likelihood of stock showing on up. Xbox Series X's. When it comes to Target too, just keep on checking online or in the app. If any Xbox Series X's go and show on up, you guys can see they are kind of on the sporadic and periodic side, where sometimes they'll have stock, sometimes stock will show up. You just have to check your store, check the app, check online, and go and make a nice little commitment. We've been seeing a lot of movement when it comes to that. So Target's going to be a big focus, especially for this week. Hopefully it'll drop good, and hopefully it'll drop soon, and hopefully you guys will all get your consoles throughout this week from them. Part 2 is going to be on the Best Buy side. Now, forgive me if any random thing happened like throughout this video, like an hour ago, something like that too as well. We made sure to go cover in the day-to-day video. But Best Buy, when it comes to them, we have been seeing a plethora of walk-ins everywhere, especially these past 4 or 5 days. As this video is going to probably be uploaded around like the 11 o'clock range or so as per usual, I'd probably say, I mean, obviously be on the lookout for online, but in store. So we've kind of been mentioning a lot with the Best Buy glitch. So what you guys want to go and do, and we kind of always recommend some of the day-to-day videos, because if you do it earlier, you have like a little bit more, I'd say, time to go and like be prepared or be around or whatever. But you go basically download the Best Buy app. You go in on the very top left after you guys try to search and find your product, so think PS5 or Xbox. When you guys go and do that, if a store stock shows up, even if it says it's unavailable or out of stock, you guys go to that store. It's worth checking or at least calling. When it comes to stock with them, it's kind of like a glitch where it's essentially like if it's in their system, it's going to show up even if it says it's unavailable, even if it says it's like out of stock, whatever it is. That's basically just like the glitch where it's like, hey, that's why I call it a glitch. You go and you see your local store, say it's the store that's like 15 miles away, and then at that point, you maybe check in the early mornings, or even you can literally check right now, like after this video, or as you're watching this video, whatever it is, and then if it shows up, it's worth calling. I'd probably say more so, like, because people are kind of more aware of this, because it's been going on for like the past month or so. People more so just show up because it's like a pretty high success rate, although obviously depends on your store, managers, and all that stuff. But the success rate usually is pretty high. So if you guys want to go and do that throughout the week itself, we saw that happen a lot on Thursday and Friday as of last week. So in case you guys are seeing stock movement and stock showing up or whatever, it's probably worth checking throughout the week in the morning. Or as I said, throughout the day, depending on your store and locations. As well, when it comes to online stuff, Best Buy is very overdue for a proper normal drop. They did go and do a total tech drop as of most recent. So just in case you guys want to be on the lookout for them, PS5 disc and digitals are overdue for online. Although since we do keep on seeing so much more walk-ins, it's kind of like always in the middle, because we are still, like, we did see the total tech drop, so it doesn't mean that online drops are done, although it does still kind of seem like most of the stock focus is probably more just in stores. So it depends on the area, depends on the store, depends on the stock, but it's probably worth checking all throughout this week, especially. So Best Buy should be pretty good. Same with the Xboxes. We've also been seeing a very large influx of GPUs showing up over at Best Buy itself too. So just be on the lookout, be aware, and we have been seeing stock movements for all that stuff in general. Now, the next thing to go talk about too is going to be on the Amazon side. So once again, just in case something really random and weird happened, don't mind it, but Amazon never did go and drop their PlayStation 5 disc editions, which is very, very upsetting, at least to me, to be fully honest with you guys. So if you guys want to go and check throughout today, the next few days, etc., just in case they want to work in like a sneaky little drop mixed on in, feel free to. Amazon itself did do their PlayStation 5 digitals, although was kind of somewhat botted and not that good. I'm probably just going to assume that, well, the PlayStation 5, even if it did go and drop or does do a drop, it'll probably be botted on either way. So not the funnest stuff to see, but you know, what could you go and do? But if you guys just want to be checking, where's the Amazon links down below, I'd probably say I'd be more so inclined to see some warehouse consoles, because those are also overdue. So be on the lookout for that just in case you guys want to throughout the week itself. We haven't really seen much notifications. We did see a little bit of stock movement floating around from the PS5 disc editions. It's just weird. It's just strange, but just letting you guys know about it. We're probably not going to expect too much from that. Now, for some other stuff to go talk about throughout the week is going to be on the Walmart side. So Walmart actually has been kind of a weird one, because we have been seeing a few delays floating around. We also saw even like the PlayStation 5s just in general having some weird delays mixed on in. So Walmart itself might be weirder throughout the week. Now, we have also seen them do a double sell, where they basically like have, I think even like triple or even a quad, where they basically just go in future sold stock. Now, Walmart's drop has been a little while, though, so we can kind of see if it's going to do anything throughout this week. If it does, we'll be expecting, like, say, for Best Buy is every day, 9 to 5. When it comes to Target, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Amazon just whenever, and GameStop usually on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, if anything. So when it comes to all that stuff in general. Also, speaking of that, I don't know if we actually did like a super deep dive when it came to GameStop. We'll maybe do the next, but when it comes to all that stock for Walmart, mainly just because a lot of things are getting delayed, I do think the likelihood of Walmart does go and tone down a decent bit. It's not completely off the board itself, but usually have been seeing stuff on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. They usually do prefer Thursday dates at 3 p.m. So we'll be watching throughout today, just to go and see if any stock movement happens or any stuff shows on up. We also sometimes have seen like Tuesdays, we get the alert, and then we have like 2 days to kind of settle, let the news kind of spread and go from there. The last few drops have been Walmart Plus, so keep that in mind. But as I mentioned, a lot of stock has been getting delayed and moved around when it comes to the PlayStation 5s, so the likelihood does tone down throughout this week. But we'll be watching it pretty closely just to go and see. We'll keep you guys in the loop the best we can. So Walmart's on the middle side. PlayStation 5 disc and digitals, though, whenever it drops. If I had to guess, I'd maybe more so say maybe like more in 2 weeks or so, just because they are overdue on stock. But maybe they'll surprise us, because they, like I said, they have done in future sold stock before. So keep that in mind. When it comes to the Xboxes, though, as of at least the time of me recording this video, we'll see it throughout the days, the Xbox Series X, fun enough, still is in stock at Walmart. So, in case you guys are trying to go get your Xbox console still, Amazon did sell out, unless they kind of did like another refresher or wave. Last time, like I said, it was actually up for a few days. But right now, still, Walmart does still have Xbox Series X consoles. So just in case you guys want to go pick up some stock or try to get some stock from that one, or just check throughout the week, you guys totally could. And I do believe there's no major shipping delays or issues with the Xbox so far for Walmart. So we'll kind of see how the week kind of takes us for them, but we'll be on a big maybe. Target, like I said, though, looking pretty confirmed. Now, for all the stuff when it comes to GameStop. So I don't think I mentioned GameStop throughout this video itself, but GameStop has done the walk-in events when it comes to GameStop in general. So keep that in mind. We have been seeing a lot of people confirming getting stock, yoinking stock, getting stock, and all of that. So if you guys even want to go check after this video, we did also mention this pretty heavily in the day-to-day video and also throughout the weekend. So the PlayStation 5 bundles have been still floating around. Some locations, though, have, in all honesty, they probably already have sold out, so just be on the lookout for that one. Some stores should have sell bundles. It is a bundle, so it is more readily available, like, you know, not as many botters. They just can't bot in-store stock, and same with scalpers. So if you guys want to go and check your stores and see, I'd recommend it. When it comes to stuff, it was literally every store, so even if you're in like Alaska, Hawaii, or whatever, maybe even in Canada, and you want to do a quick little drive down to America, you guys can. Some stores have sold out, though, at this point, although it's probably worth mentioning throughout the next 2 or 3 days. By then, I'm sure most stores will probably be fully sold out, unless you're like in like randomly Missouri, you know, just in the middle of like some nowhere town or whatever. So keep that in mind. But all the PlayStation 5 digitals, they did also go in a restock as well, are probably sold out at this point. So just keep that in mind. We have been watching that, but all around not too good. PlayStation 5 disc editions, you may still have to be a pro member. Sometimes they do tone down the pro memberships after a while. Sometimes they don't. It kind of depends on the store. So go check your store, give it a call throughout the day, especially when it's all open, and keep that in the loop the best you guys can. So good stuff with that. As well, online stuff. When it comes to online drops, we did have sometimes seen GameStop do double whammies, so maybe we'll watch them up on Twitter today, and if so, we'll give you guys more video updates, like confirmed updates and stuff like that if you guys want. But when it comes to stock, we do usually see them do a lot of Tuesdays and Wednesdays for the dates that they choose to go and do. So we'll be looking to see if they tweet out anything for GameStop or Pro Rewards and all of that, and if they do, life will be good. And they may want to go work in an Xbox Series X restock, mainly because we've been seeing them pretty proactive and, honest to God, trying their best to sell the consoles the best way they can. So we'll be watching that throughout this week as well. I mean, like, who kind of really cares? We also have been seeing a little bit of Xbox Series X's on stock too, you know, in store. So it's a bundle. No one really wants it. PS5 bundles, sure. Xbox is not so much. So GameStop looking kind of more on the unlikely side besides leftover stock, but we'll kind of go and see if they come in clutch or not. So I think that's pretty much about it for all the big boy retailers throughout the week. The biggest one that's mostly confirmed, it's not fully confirmed, but just very, very likely confirmed enough that I'd be surprised if it doesn't. On the Target side, Best Buy too as well. Looks pretty ish confirmed and stuff. You can go from there. Now, for all the other various locations you guys probably already know about, but PlayStation Directs. Now, we did not actually have a proper public PlayStation Direct as of last week, but we did actually have like a weird second chance queue, I believe, that happened as well, I think on the 30th or so. So for this, we're going to be watching our stock to see. Kind of have the same thing when it comes to GameStop. We do see a lot of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays for PS Direct. So usually Mondays have been pretty good days for information and building up stock. So if any of you guys do get sent your emails, send me an email, send me a tweet, send me a message and picture so we can go and see it. We'll probably be almost expecting one because with no proper good one from the previous drop, it's just on the overdue side. We'll be watching it. We'll be seeing. So keep that in mind. They usually do the usual. Like we usually have a good update. We tweet about it. Leave a YouTube video on it. So go from there. Microsoft Directs though, and I may want to touch on this more in a separate video, but Microsoft actually has made stock public and open available for everyone too, so it's all around very, very nice to see. So, but you do have to do a bundle for them. I'd probably still just recommend doing Walmart. But the Microsoft stores usually have console and then a game or console game controller depending on it. And we have actually been seeing it more on the public side, where just anyone out there in the public, no invite needed, can go and get their consoles. So pretty cool to see over on Microsoft's end. Now, as a really quick mention, guys, don't forget about the Newegg day-to-day shuffles that do go and happen all the time. Sometimes they still work in consoles and all that good old GPU news. Now, for other little various things such as walk-ins and mid-tier, Online has actually done very, very quiet stuff. Only else they randomly dropped, like, I was making a video like an hour ago, something like that, but we mentioned in the day-to-day video. Online was very quiet last week, although the weeks before they did have like PS5 Digital and Xbox drops, and even a Halo Infinite drop as well. So they did have the triple whammy floating around. So in case you guys want to be on the lookout for them throughout these next like 5 days or so, usually like anytime from like 10 a.m. to around like the 4 or 5 p.m. range or so, I'd probably say a PS5 disc bundle, overdue. Xboxes are probably still in stock in all honesty. So if you guys want to go get a bundle, I don't recommend it. Go get Walmart instead, but they could be up in stock just so you guys all know. As well, for them, they may try to work in some other stuff. I think people are kind of used to them not wanting Xbox Series S's. Just be on the lookout for a PS5 Digital or Xbox throughout the week itself, or even PS5 disc bundle. As well, Gamefly has not really been kind of flown around too much when it comes to restocks. I would say their PlayStation 5 bundle drop would be very, very on the overdue side. So if you guys do want to be on the lookout for them, they have also been doing non-member restocks. I think the PlayStation 5s, though, are mostly on the Gamefly side itself. So keep that in mind in case you guys want stock and stock movement. As well, when it comes to the other grocery store chains, Sam's Club did go and do a PS5 restock not that long ago. Xbox Series X bundles are very overdue, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, more so on the nighttime, like 4 p.m. onwards, we'll be watching for them to see. Sometimes there is API updates when it comes to it. As well, Costco has not really done some proper good drops in a while. They're usually more on the morning side. All these require memberships, by the way, up to BJ's as well. So the PS5 bundles, I would say overdue. Xboxes have been floating around pretty proactively when it comes to Costco, so make sure you guys have your memberships out there in the early morning hours. As well, like I said, PS5s are somewhat on the overdue side at this point. Now, when it comes to also BJ's for the retailers, we have been seeing small amounts of walk-ins, although not major, not big, very sporadic, and not the largest. So in case you guys want to be on the lookout for them for online, they're very, very overdue for both Xboxes in stores as well as Xboxes online. But as well, they haven't really done a PS5 online in quite some time, so we'll be watching for that too as well. Kroger's also hasn't done any walk-ins for in-stores or any online drops in quite some times. Very, very dry period. Same with Fred Meyer's and Kroger's. Haven't heard too much more updates for them as of recently. Meyer's too as well, though what used to be kind of a king when it comes to PS5s and walk-ins, have not also seen too much details. I'd probably say, though, at this point, it's maybe like week 6 or 7, where there just has not been movement on a lot of these walk-in locations. So I'm probably going to be expecting at least some sort of movement, some sort of stock arrival throughout this week. I've been saying that for the past 3 weeks or so, which is extremely overdue. So hopefully we'll have something starting as of this weekend. Fingers crossed. As well, same with military too, is also a little bit more on the quieter side. It used to be very, very proactive, but we haven't been seeing too many reports or stock arrivals for the PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X's. Although it is on the overdue side too as well. They do kind of sprinkle in on occasion, and as well as we mentioned, the military online is also very, very overdue. Now, for most of the other various locations, we have been overdue as well for Kohl's, for Verizon that did a drop not that long ago, although overdue for PS5 Digitals. When it comes to also, like I said, for Meyer's, both Meyer's online and also in store. When it comes to other various retailers too as well, so think like the Belks, think like the BH Photos, think like the Urban Outfitters, Kohl's, all of those, and Dormas for their bundles, even Staples for walk-ins. A lot of these locations are very, very overdue, to the point where it's almost surprising they haven't dropped. So we'll be watching those even more closely throughout this week, just to see if there's any movement in stock arrivals. When it comes to Staples, though, we haven't seen much more walk-ins, and as well, like as we kind of mentioned before, even HEBs and other locations, walk-ins have been very, very scarce. So hopefully we'll get back on like a nice double kick when it comes to stock, because it does seem like stock's been kind of slogging at least a little bit when it comes to all these consoles and restocks. Although, as I mentioned, we'll probably be watching very closely for Target throughout this week in Best Buy and also leftover GameStop stock. So at least we do have some pretty good potential. We have some pretty good stock movement. And as well, this week should be, at least on the bare minimum, a nice mid-tier week. And if not, if anything goes get better, hopefully a little bit better. So we'll kind of give you guys more details throughout the week, as you guys probably usually know. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. I do appreciate you guys all so much for watching, for hanging out, for chilling. I know always a little bit of a longer video. So if you guys made it this far, please leave a like. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We have the Twitter links down below for the Twitter and Twitch streams if you guys want to hang out and chill, tweets for random stuff, Twitch for whatever, and as well the Twitter giveaway down below. Sign up for Weeble and deposit $100, get a bunch of free stock and free money. Same with that Coinbase too as well. And I hope this whole entire week will go fantastic and lovely for all of you guys out there. Good luck, good luck, good luck. And we'll definitely give you guys more updates on games, news, restocks, and everything all on the channel itself throughout the week. So be on the lookout for that. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. And I'll see you guys probably throughout the day for a bunch more videos. Love you guys.